It's the morning time we share a song. Do, 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 do. If you know the words, then sing along. Do, 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 do. We have a time to have our gratitude. We've got lots of people with good attitude, and that's the way we do our love morning. Hi. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. Oh, I am on mushroom-based drink this morning, not coffee, after having several days of just indulging in coffee. So I'm a little slower today and trying to change my attitude into embracing that calm. So I'm grateful for a calm mind and forgiveness for not having the most efficient morning routine. And not efficient, complete. I have not yet meditated. I did a walk instead of a jog. My body was feeling a little achy. But happy to be here for a love morning and share some gratitudes. If you are grateful for anything, we'd love to hear it. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Brandy. I am grateful for my growing excitement about Burning Man. Been listening to the Pink Heart Acculturation webinar this morning, which is kind of like a little intro to the 10 principles, a little intro to how we do things at camp, and so getting me excited and in the spirit. Brandy is grateful to be here with all of us. Thanks, Brandy. Good morning, Victoria. Hi to you all. We are live right now on Facebook and YouTube. I keep meaning to get TikTok in the mix, but, sometimes I don't follow through on the ideas in time. I'm like, oh, it's 9, let's start. I am grateful for living in San Diego and a beautiful day. I'm grateful for the kind of creative bubbling that is going on within me as Burning Man gets closer. And starting to get little creative thoughts here and there. I am grateful that I'm going to be leaving town next week to go back up to Big Sur. And so I'm grateful that because I'm going to be gone for the 10 days, over the next few months, or next month, that I'm getting very motivated to get my Burning Man preparation as much as possible done now, so that I'm going to be gone. I'll come back for like a week of final prep, and I think I'm looking forward to having a easeful final week and not a panicked final week. Good morning, Carla. Good morning, Gerbot. Carla, I love that you saw that photo of Ranch Day. There was I think a high school photo they had a ranch day at school, and everyone dressed up like cowboys, and then one person dressed up like a bottle of ranch dressing. Good morning, Gail. I love you too. Oh, Al says, grateful for being able to prep for that thing in the desert for the 13th time. Brandy's grateful to be spending time with a trusted friend who is uber creative and open-minded, and for the new conversations being started. Awesome. I am grateful for I went to a dollar store yesterday and got a bunch of little things that I needed, like they had bottles of witch hazel, which if you go to Burning Man, it is held in an alkaline desert where the pH, it can be very harsh on your skin. For some people, worse than others. It's very harsh on mine. So vinegar is a common thing that you use to counteract the pH and make it so it doesn't damage your skin so much or damage anything so much. But vinegar, you might know, has an odor to it. I've learned to love that smell of vinegar. It smells like healing to me. However, witch hazel is the same pH as vinegar, but it has no smell. So you can use like I have a spray bottle with watered down vinegar, but you can also use watered down witch hazel just to kind of like cut the pH and save your skin. So I was happy to find some inexpensive witch hazel, and I'm grateful for that. Yes, witch hazel works. I don't use it for. I don't even know what it's used for. It's an astringent, maybe. Use it for skin. I'm not sure. I've only used it at Burning Man, and I often bring it in a bottle that's not a screw top, and so I often leave it and then it spills. So I know it works. I have much more experience with vinegar, and vinegar is generally a lot cheaper, especially if you buy it in bulk. So like when I'm washing clothes after the burn, I always pour vinegar into the wash. I was actually using vinegar yesterday to clean my pots and pans and utensils that were in the Hugmobile. I realized I had not cleaned those things since last year, so I just took the whole drawers out of the Hugmobile, brought them home to clean and get the dust off. I also, Becca, phenomenal, she used to make this drink, like a super drink for the burn. It was kind of like a lemon, do you call it like power juice or something? Lemon and some sweetener and some vinegar. So it was like a awesome thing to drink at the burn because the vinegar in it would neutralize all the pH, the dust that you're inhaling. So I got to remember to do that again. Al says, the day I learned to regularly moisturize my hands at Burning Man was a happy day. No more painful cuticles. Yeah, for me, my fingers will start cracking like about a week after I touch playa, and it's really just the feeling of it really struggles. So I wear gloves almost constantly, and every time I take my gloves on and off, I'm spray bottle with watered down vinegar, and then I'm putting coconut oil or moisturizer. I put the gloves back on. Yeah, I got a video about that. I've also got a video about a guide for couples at Burning Man. I wonder if since Adrian just asked a question about that, I wonder if I can find that quickly while I'm talking to you. Let's see if I go, it's at bootcamp.hugnation.com. It's like a little bonus video, but I'll just give you the whole link while we're here. Here we go.
But we just got over that really quickly, but
There we go. And if you hear me talking to somebody that you don't see, it's because I am live on YouTube and Facebook right now. But the question was, what are your thoughts on the Burning Man couples curse? I have not heard it called a couples curse. I have heard that it can be trying for relationships, and I do think that some pre-burn communication and planning is required to make Burning Man a beautiful experience for couples. I'm bringing my new partner. Not bringing, we are going together. We are going together. That actually was a source of conversation. Because Burning Man is kind of more of my thing, I was in my mind feeling like she was joining me, and that is not what is happening. We are going together. See, I'm learning, growing. Carl sharing that L. Ron Hubbard said that vinegar is superior to all cleaning products, so all Scientology churches smell of vinegar. Look at this! I love it. This is a learning-filled morning for me. So as far as couples going, I mean, I put that link for the whole video, but Burning Man is a place of so much freedom, and so it can test a relationship where you have assumptions. It can test a relationship where you have unsaid agreements or unsaid assumptions, or like you need to really spell out, this is okay, this is not okay, and ask for needs. Like and spell out, here's some days we should have on our own. here are some days where we should be dates. Because if you spend too much time at Burning Man with someone that you are obligated to, you are unable to follow the muse, follow the instincts and the impulses, and really fall into that place of immediacy and radical self-expression, because you are being responsible and feeling like, well, what do they want to do? What do they think? Are they going to judge me for doing this and stuff like that? And so I think it's important to have time to just be autonomous. Same with if you're a parent. I think you need to find some time to have somebody take care of the kids so you can just really follow your heart song for a moment. That's one of the huge gifts of Burning Man. And you need to be really clear about, what kind of behaviors and activities are your boundaries. Like, I don't want you kissing anybody else. Maybe they phrase it differently, but I would be, our relationship agreement of monogamy means no dancing with anyone else, or whatever that is. Or, hey, I'm fine with you kissing somebody. Or if you're going to kiss somebody, make sure you just check me first, and I'll give you, this will be our sign. Or here's our word that means I need to change this location. We got to get out of here. The code word is macaroni. Tony's saying, I have a beginner question. Are there bugs on the playa? Mosquitoes and bees? There are not. You're not going to encounter many living things. Occasionally there will be like a moth or something like that, and you're like, how did this get here? Years ago, there was after some rains, there was a bug apocalypse. Tons of bugs that were swarming all over the lights that were out there for the pre-build months, but they were all gone by the time of the burn. It's not hospitable for life. Awesome. We'll hope to see you out there, Adrian. Al says, I've noted that Burning Man strips away all the normal daily structures, time-based and physical. It can make things feel raw and vulnerable, for better or worse. Yes, and I think that that's an important thing to talk about with your partner too. Is like, hey, I'm going to be tested. We're both going to be tested. It's going to be too hot. It's going to be too windy. It's going to be too cold. We're going to be too dirty. We're not going to be able to get the things that we want and feel the way we want. And so we're probably going to be acting in a reactive way at times. We might see a version of each other that's not our best. So let's, in advance, know that that's a possibility. What are some things that we might be able to do to help one another? Are there, if I'm being snippy, remind me to drink some water and have some food. Or give me space. Or whatever, you might, hopefully you know yourself enough, but if not, maybe there's an opportunity to learn about yourself. Another thing that I have brought into a couple of situations is, look, no fighting. If you are at your, if you have this precious amount of time in the most incredible place in the world, and it only exists for a week. So almost anything that you're going to be fighting about is something that you can discuss when you're back. If you are overheated and angry and frustrated, if you are hormonal and pissed off and jealous, these are issues that you should not spend a day fighting about at Burning Man. And in my mind, I have told partners in advance and on playa, if you force me to fight about this all day at Burning Man, I'm going to resent you for an entire year. So because I love you, I'm going to tell you I'm not going to have this conversation right now. You can stay mad as long as you want. I'm going to go out and enjoy Burning Man. And I promise you, next week, we can revisit this disagreement. But because I love you, I will not let you disrupt so much of my burn with an issue that I know is not a big enough deal. And they'll go, "What? How dare you?" And you go, "I love you. I'll see you later." Marie said, "I saw a few dragonflies at the 2018 burn." Yes, there are occasionally, I love that, yes. A magical thing. Good morning, Bobcat. Bobcat says, "No mosquitoes, no bees, nothing biting except the sun." And Bobcat added, "I have seen some praying mantises, actually." That's right. That's true. I have seen that. You're right. There are some creatures out there. I amend my statement. So we're going to have a hug in a moment. If there's anything that you're feeling grateful for, it'd be a wonderful time to share it with each other. I am grateful for all these shared Burning Man experiences and the growing feeling of excitement as the burn approaches. I'm also grateful for my growing appreciation that I will be heading to Northern California soon to see my beloved. So lots to be excited about. And excited that I have a pretty low-key day today to get some things done and stay cool and share some gratitude with you. Grateful that my house plants are doing so well. Grateful that I found that my friend who often house sits for me when I'm gone is going to house sit for me for my both 2 upcoming trips. Al is, "I'm grateful for the wisdom of others' gratitude." Me too. I love getting my mind expanded to feel the sympathetic joy from others' joy. As I said, I'm grateful for Jesse and Greg, my campmates who led the acculturation seminar that I'm watching the archive of, and listening to them explain things to our campmates is super fun. And grateful for their effort and their passion. I've seen pictures of perhaps Pruitt Ridge, a campground up near Big Sur. You are above the clouds there like an ocean. Looks amazing. Yeah, Big Sur is incredible. It's this rocky coastline, redwoods. It's lush and beautiful and dramatic. It's very dramatic scenery. It's incredible. I'm not sure where that campground is you're talking about, but the house we stayed in was right on the cliffs. But we did visit some friends' place that was up in the hills and up in the mountaintops, and it was above the clouds. You couldn't even see the water. Marie is grateful for all the fun and joy Pink Heart has given her. Yay! What a beautiful gratitude. Thank you. Me too. I'm grateful for my light-changing LEDs behind me. I don't know if you noticed, but today it looks like I'm kind of like in fire around me. Yesterday it was more blue. Been having some fun with that. Good morning, Painty. And Al says, "Yay for the cucumber water." You know, it's very possible that this year the water will not be cucumber. We have a new water system that is a pump. And so because of the pump, the cucumber debris, it makes it a lot more difficult to do it through cold lines. So, but it still should be ice cold. That's the plan. Well, I am certainly pleased and happy that I got to share and start this day with you. I'm going to remember to be a person who is focusing on connection and kindness and presence and authenticity today. Looking forward to sharing gratitude again at noon and 6 p.m. You're always welcome to join, of course. Always nice to see faces in the Zoom call. And grateful for the sanitation department. The amazing, effortless ability to just place refuge out near the street and have it disappear. How wonderful. No lingering rot and terrible odors in my home. What a gift to have a system like that in place. The plumbing, the sanitation, electricity. Wow. That's amazing. And internet, so I can connect and talk to you and tell you about it. And even though you are around the world at this very moment and watching this recording at another moment, time and space meaning nothing to us, I am grateful. I'm grateful that I lived as a child in a world without this, and I'm grateful that I am living in a world as a grown-up where I get to experience this. I wouldn't want to only know a world that is connected and digital, although no judgment if that is your experience. I'm just grateful that I got to experience a world of board games and only 3 television channels and no streaming on demand and no video games and going outside till the sunset. And grateful to see what this world of looking at our screens all day long and not talking to strangers in a bus, but looking down at our phones. I'm grateful to get to experience this too. And know that we are humans through it all, and we can, especially if we focus on being love ambassadors, we can try to keep that thread of beautiful humanity no matter what is happening with our technology and our culture. Amen. Good morning, Zoe. Zoe's grateful today for an early cardio appointment with a fantastic surgeon. Glad to know my ICD implant is working and in place. I'm all clear to work hard at the burn. Excellent. Because it's hard to not work hard at the burn. That's one reason why I've been cleared to be on the fluffer team for strike, because I am not ready to work as hard as I have in the past. Good morning, Mingle. Mingle is grateful for dog park. Oh, I'm grateful that this morning during my walk, I ran into someone that I'd met before, and they had a dog that had a gorgeous pink dye. I don't know if this will show up. Look at the cute pink hair on that dog. Oh, a little pink purple ombre. So I'm grateful to have a nice little love ambassador connection. I actually hugged the owner. Grateful for a morning hug during my walk. Here I was getting down on myself because I didn't jog. I was feeling achy, but I got a hug. It was a beautiful morning so far, and a beautiful morning that included you. So with that, wherever you are, let's give ourselves a squeeze, a hug, a self-hug that is symbolic of our hugging one another and our appreciation of these shared moments, these shared gratitudes, this expanding awareness of all that is beautiful and miraculous around us as we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and you, thanks for being here for our love morning and part of Hug Nation. Have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Gerbot. Bye, everybody.